Tips for you today on the kettlebell bent press. Number one, don't think of it as a press. Think about it as wedging underneath the kettlebell. I was very confused about the difference between a side press and a bent press when I first started, and the whole problem was I was thinking of pressing the bell instead of wedging underneath it. So the bent press is a wedge underneath the kettlebell until your arm is straight, and then you stand up. To successfully compete with the bent press, you need to keep your armpit shut for as long as possible. You need to keep your hip hinge as high as possible as you wedge underneath it. Once your arm is locked, then of course you're going to extend your hips. You're going to open up the armpit. So here's a good drill to teach you how to keep the armpit shut. Find something to put underneath it, wedge underneath, wedge, stand back up. Learn to do that drill without dropping the object. It could be a towel, it could be a pad of some sort. Here, and come on back up. Another drill is to find a wall. Wedge your fist into that wall. Perhaps it's the shower. Wedge your hips underneath it. I'm going to keep my hand against the imaginary wall and then wedge. I'm going to corkscrew away until my arm is straight. That's essentially what's going to happen with the kettlebell. So here's my demonstration of the bent press. Remember, keep the armpit shut for as long as possible. Keep your hip hinge as high as possible while you wedge underneath the kettlebell. Once your arm is locked, go ahead and stand up. Here we go. I'm going to demonstrate on my right and my left. You'll notice my right arm pit stays shut a little bit longer than my left side. After the cleaning, we start position of the bent press. Armpit shut, hips nice and high. Wedge. Keep the armpit shut, the hip remains nice and high, and stand on up. Armpit shut, hips nice and high, and wedge. Try and keep the armpit shut. There we go. One more time with the better side. There you go. Kettlebell bent press tips for you. Hope that helps.